Wow, look on the screen. Look on the screen. Dusties bring drama, and trauma bring death. The financial implications you're seeing right here on the screen is too much dust in the nation. So all this here on, as you see on the screen, is what's left after a 16-year-old, the seed of poverty D, just decides to go into the store, I believe Target, and just grab a whole bunch of stuff. Security guard doing their job tries to stop them. And now this. Now this. The financial implications. So the security guard, as you can see, they had the ambulance there. They had the firemen there. Do you think those services are free? And they don't take government cheese or EBT for payment. I don't care if it's little TT, little Merk, or Dusty Dan, under the floorboards Billy, or Mr. Wong doing wrong. This here is an indication. This is the financial implication. So now you've got medical bills for the security guard. Now I don't care about the little teenager because you bought this on yourself. But the seed of poverty D. Now you got all of this. This has to be paid for. May have to call the elevator service company out. And trust me, that expense is not cheap. It's very expensive. It's not cheap. The cost. Because what? Somebody raised their son and think, hey, I can do whatever I want. Or maybe someone had a son out of control. But at some point, he thought, I'm going to go ahead and just do this. I'm going to go and talk and grab what I want. Then you wonder why in certain areas, it's always higher, you think? This is why a lot of stores are closed. It's not worth it. So you say, oh, it's cheaper. It would have been cheaper. Just let the little boy have all that stuff. Just let him just go on and let him take what he wants. It would have been cheaper to just let him go on with the stuff. And see, guess what? Some stores have done that. Oh, don't chase them. Just let them go. And they shouldn't have been chasing them when it wouldn't have been happening. Well, let's look at what happens when they are able to make out with the loot. What happens then?
Stores like Target also seeing a major increase in retail theft this year, recently reporting $400 million more in losses this year compared to last year. Hello, I'm Mark.
$400 million more this year compared to last year. So for those who think just let them have that little stuff, that's what it totals up to. Do you think that's the only theft that's occurring? $400 million more than last year. Are you a business owner? Do you have a business? So imagine someone is coming into your place of business, be it goods or your services, your time, your energy, your resources, and they just go ahead and they're not paying. You think? $400 million that was stolen, 400 million more up this year. What do you think is going to happen when they have a recession? And I don't care what they say. I think it's here. They may actually put the label on it next year. So yeah, just cheaper. Just let them go ahead and have that little stuff. Let them go on. Well, they've done that, and it's a $400 million more than last year. Those are losses. So if they close the stores, as a Walmart CEO has already said, if they close the stores, what does that sound like to you? They're going to raise prices. And trust me, they will raise prices. I will bet you in the areas that have more crime, that will more than likely be the hood. They cannot operate at a loss to accommodate you. It doesn't work like that. So a lot of people are going to learn a quick lesson in business 101, accounting 101. No one's going to keep on operating a business just to well for the community. Well, look what the community is doing. These actions are indicative of a segment of people in the community. You think? They're going to keep on having to write down. So then what happens? Oh, I don't know. They're going to raise the prices on the people that can afford it the least, especially in the hood areas. So then it gets worse if the store closes down. Then you have a whole bunch of empty real estate, graffiti, land value goes down. Oh, and don't forget, less jobs. Yeah, the ones working there. More job losses. Less tax revenue. People complaining now. Oh, there's been car break-ins and theft. It's taking them out for the police to get here. You think? No kidding. Do you not understand how it works? A lot of them have quit the force. And this community, when they started to defund the police, it was because primarily black men, but black people were getting shot and killed unarmed, hands up and still getting shot. So now they were saying defund the police, and then we have so many stupid people in the group don't even know, understand leverage, don't understand life. What my father say, too dumb to breathe. You so dumb. You shouldn't be allowed to breathe. You're so dumb. And instead, what happens? Instead of saying, hey, this is happening. Okay, they want to defund the police. The fools get out there and commit more crimes. You got to be kidding me. You're the face of the reason why they're saying defund the police. And what do? This community gets out there and commits more crimes to show, guess what? Can't defund the police. Why? Because they'll be robbing and shooting you dead in the streets. The average citizens. Who was the face of defund the police? It wasn't the immigrant, and it sure wasn't the Asians or the white people. Caucasians. And the ones that are saying for the reason to defund the police go out there and mainly your sons start committing more crimes, showing guess what, they don't know how to act. We can't defund the police. They're running wild and ragged. Don't even know how to use leverage for your benefit. That dumb. Already costing $50 billion annually to the community. Doing a lot worse. That's why I said what I said. At this point, a lot of women, it might be a good idea not to have kids for the next 5 or 10 years. Because you're breeding them, but you got to handle it by yourself. Then a lot of you are putting forth here, disappearing daddy, ill-equipped mom. Some of you over your head. You got all these kids, and I can handle it. No, you can't. Let's see your child read past the Cat in the Hat book at age 15. Too many problems. Need to get a grip on things. So somebody's 16-year-old son calls all. I don't care if it was Tyrone or Miho with the Wang Song doing wrong. A 15-year-old calls all of this. A 16-year-old, calls all of this. I'm going to do what I want. Maybe the store should try and sue the parent, but, try to sue the parent. Might not can get much of anything. The parents need to be held accountable because some of them are enabling this behavior. Oh, yeah, I heard a business owner complain about Becky. Becky's son stole some food out the store. And what did she complain about? She was mad, not that her son, the seed of the poverty D, Dusty Dan, that's who he be, not that he stole, but he didn't share it with her. So you're mad that your son didn't share the stolen goods with you, Becky Boo. What does that tell you? For him to steal, he get it from his mama. That behavior's in the home. She wasn't mad that her son, under the Four Boys Billy, stole. No, she was mad that he didn't share with her. He stole something, came home and just took it to his room, didn't give me any. What does that tell you? Seed of poverty D. So the seed of poverty D has caused all of this. Not just bankrupt financially, but you're also morally bankrupt. Ambulance bill, fireman, insurance. Now they got to come back, get the elevator check, put the sheetrock in, maybe get the electrician as well. All because a 6-year-old wanted to do what they want to do. Again, Dusties and their offspring, their dustiness, they bring drama and trauma. The financial implications is too much dust in the nation. Simply said here on YouTube, and it's going to get worse. I think it'll get worse especially given that we're approaching just weeks away from Christmas. See what's here on YouTube. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. Check out our sister channel about those comments, okay? Subscribe also. It would be greatly appreciated. Let me know what you guys think, and I'm out.